It's a full moon, so look out. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tale of the tape. Jono Carroll, 58 kilos even, 172 centimeters tall, with a reach of 176. And he'll be facing Kevin Kelly, 170 centimeters tall, with a reach of 180.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
King Kong, Jono Carroll. This southpaw is the pride of Dublin, Ireland. You know you're in for a fight when you face King Kong. Here comes the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelly. We saw in his fight against Prince Nassim Hamed, he's willing to go toe-to-toe and blow for blow. What a battle that was, and we expect something similar here in this one.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Dublin, Ireland, the southpaw contender, a junior lightweight world title challenger, King Kong, Jono Carroll. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Flushing, Queens, New York, the former amateur great and world title holder, here is the WBC featherweight champion of the world, known as the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelly.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. And there's the bell to start the round. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Catch and shoot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. A nice breeze. Do you believe what we are seeing? Much better game plan here.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace.
Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. The old liver shot will buckle your knees every time, as this replay shows.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? One, two, three. 4, 5.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard.
Stumbling around in potholes. Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is! Oh, and that changes everything! And down they go! I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Let's talk about O'Carroll in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that? That's near on impossible because you're...
Smart move there to buy some time.
Yeah, you've got to clinch. What the idea is just to get your opponent to complain to the referee. Get him to complain.
So much for defensive abilities. And they're down just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that on replay over and over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He's back up, but the corner has to take some responsibility here and maybe stop this fight.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again.
Will the referee stop it? And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count. That body shot right there, paralyzed him.
There's a lot of work to do,
won
and
in
you
the
know
fight.
what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won.
What a night for a fight. Under the lights, my name is Todd Grisham. We are here at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tail of the tape. It's Chantel Il Capo Cameron, 168 centimeters tall, 63 kgs, with a reach of 175 centimeters. And she'll be facing Ebony the Blonde Bomber Bridges, fights out of New South Wales, Australia, and won the IBF Bantamweight title in March of 2022.
Yeah, if you've got a brawl that's in front of you, that's going to put you under pressure, get to your ribs and get close, you've got to be fast on your feet. If you've got the height and the reach, which I always go for, I depend on that. But if someone is going to push you back, keep pushing you down, you're going to be under pressure. Don't get stuck in the corner, because if you do, you're out of there.
Making her way to the ring, it's Il Capo, Chantel Cameron, fighting out of Northampton, United Kingdom. She's as tough as they come and as skilled as they come, having won world titles in multiple divisions. Ebony the Blonde Bomber Bridges. She's 5'1" tall, weighed in at 116 pounds, and has a 60.2-inch reach.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Northampton, England, a multi-weight division world champion, here is El Capo, Chantel Cameron. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of New South Wales, Australia, a women's Australian super bantamweight champion, Ebony, the Blonde Bomber Bridges.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. They ring the bell, and here we go. Nope, that jab not going to score. Tried to score with the uppercut. This fight was so big, an arena couldn't. An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What caught sleeping on the job?
The referee really thinking about stopping it. And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. Oh, and they got rocked. Chantel Cameron is down. And there's no doubt about it, as we see it again, that body shot did them in.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
She's up here and she's looking at the clock. Can she make it to the end of this round?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Throws the jab and doesn't score. Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Bridges down to the canvas. Let's see that again.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5.
Let's talk about Cameron in that last round. 1 round, 2 knockdowns, each by a different fighter.
Absolutely crazy.
And there's the bell to start the round. What is this round going to look like after all the drama of the previous round where both of these athletes went down?
I've seen that twice before, both fighters knocked down in the same round, and you think, who's going to go back as confident? Who's going to come out as confident? Both fighters went back on unsteady legs. How is this going to unfold?
Beautiful counter shot. What a punch. And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up.
Everyone getting tired of seeing these two fighters hold and clinch.
You cannot do it too often because the referee's going to pull you apart and deduct a point.
A perfect count. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count. I need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like the Empire Fight Camp, especially at night. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. One of the best to ever do it. Carl, the Cobra Froch. He comes in 6 foot 1 inches tall with a 75.2-inch reach. And he'll be facing Joe Calzaghe, the Pride of Wales. Tipped the scales at 167 pounds even. He's 6 foot tall with a reach of 73 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Carl the Cobra Froch, one of the greatest super middleweight champions of all time, fighting out of Nottingham, United Kingdom. It's no wonder they call him the Pride of Wales, Joe Calzaghe. You are looking at an absolute legend, the longest reigning super middleweight champion in boxing history, spanning over 10 years, defending against 20 opponents.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion with a remarkable undefeated career, introducing the two-division champion of the world and boxing's Pride of Wales, please welcome Joe, the Italian Dragon Calzaghe.
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He threw a punch and just got countered. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Oh, that punch. A nice breeze in the air, Johnny. This has to feel a little foreign to these two fighters who are so used to fighting indoors.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, wait for this. How have they prepared for this, these fighters? This is going to be so hard, but so different.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Nice punch.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more, try some stick and move. Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger... Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? He had his moment, but has it gone by?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady.
This round's still up for grabs, and they got caught! Let's talk about thoughts in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Where was the defense? Better game plan here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot.
So much for defensive abilities. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five.
So he's back up on his feet, but can he get back into this fight?
Oh, he can.
And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count. And that body shot folded him like an old T-shirt.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues? And we may see a stoppage here. And there it is, the knockdown punch we knew was coming. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine.
Let's talk about thoughts in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
They ring the bell, and here we go. They ring the bell, and here we go. They ring the bell, and here we go. Nice counter. Is he going to punch himself out, though? That counter punch caught him clean. Well, the defense failed them. And now they're right back into the fray.
Defense.
Do you believe what? Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out.
And he'll hug him again, but you can't blame him, can you?
Yeah, you got to clinch. What the idea is just to get your opponent to complain to referees. Get him to complain about the conditions. Get him to just feel uncomfortable. Keep doing unorthodox things. I don't mind that now and again, but don't make a habit of it.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They both want a knockout, you can tell. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. Let's talk about thoughts in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice punch. This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
Touching him up again. Punch, counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Misses with that uppercut.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better conditions. Misses with the jab. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. What a nightmare scenario! And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over. He hit him with the perfect body shot, and there's no getting up from this one.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Let's talk about Francis in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter shot. Another scoring shot there. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots flow. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night work for the referee.
Halfway through the round, I'm not stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. That was the moment. It's okay to take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did. Otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out. 8.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. A perfect counter shot. And that was it. That was the big... Let's talk about Francis in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been.
Will the referee step in? He had his moment, but has it gone by? Whoa, wait a minute! What a shot! Has he weathered the storm?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
What's the referee thinking right now? No, we don't see a knockdown.
Being dazed now.
The referee really thinking about stopping it. Changes everything, and down they go. I need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. Stumbling around on pit.
Let's talk about botching that last round.
It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
And there's the bell to start the round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
What a punch. Continues to touch him up. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Trying to fight like... Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. He's landed every... And you knew this was coming. They're going to take a knee.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
A very competitive... Punch, counter punch. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fight.
Let's talk about botching that last round.
I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. An upset of the year, perhaps right before our eyes. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath. Joe Calzaghe is on the canvas. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
It is nighttime, and we are live outside at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. It's time for our tale of the tape. Roy Jones Jr., 177 pounds, 5 foot 11 inches tall with a reach of 74. And he'll be facing Johnny the Entertainer Nelson. He's 6 foot 2 inches tall with an 81.1 inch reach. It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. The Entertainer, Johnny Nelson, the longest reigning cruiserweight world champion of all time. And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Sheffield, England, here is the longest reigning world cruiserweight champion of all time, Johnny the Entertainer Nelson.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event. No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold.
Good luck.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That jab doesn't score. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind. Well done with that counter shot. There's a scoring blow. Good counter punching. Did a nice job blocking the right jab. And shoot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. They ring the bell, and here we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And he scores with the counter. It's obvious which one of these fighters has to get on the inside. How about that time counter shot? Another scoring shot there. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Backs. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Do your business.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Let's go. One, two, three, four, five.
Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Let's do it.
about Roy Jones in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Let's do it.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year. What a crisp, cool evening. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Larry Holmes. Watch out for that reach of 206 centimeters. He's also 191 centimeters tall and weighed in at 103 kilos. And facing him, Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 240 pounds with a reach of 81 inches.
Giving away a lot of weight here. So now this is where you have to be smart. This is where you've got to be sharp. You've got to try and time those shots coming through. Even being lent on by the heavier opponent makes it hard. You've got to be fit. You've got to be on point. You cannot afford to make any mistakes.
Eastern assassin, Larry Holmes, dominated the heavyweight division in the early 80s. In fact, he went 48 fights before suffering his first defeat. Watch out for that very impressive jab. Riddick, Big Daddy Bo, despite being 6'5" tall, one of the best inside fighting heavyweights there's ever been.
That is true confidence going with somebody so heavy.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe.
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That's another scoring shot. Catch and shoot. Nope, that jab not going to score. Tried to score with the uppercut. What a day it has been, Johnny, but finally now our main event and the crowd. What a massive upset this would be. And here he comes. This may do it. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill.
Why weren't they more cautious? It appears he's out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. Takes a deep breath, but right back into the line of fire he goes.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell to start the round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Continues to touch him up. Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good punch. He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Big shots. They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Has he survived this stumbling around in potholes? And it appears he weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure. And Big Daddy Bo got rocked. And now going for the finish. There's a counter shot. He made his liver quiver. Look at this again in slow motion.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, 4, 5.
Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got a bluffer.
Jab does not score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. That punch lands. This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed...
This could be the end. Let's see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles here.
And Bo is dazed. And Riddick Bowe is on the canvas. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that on replay over and over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
That punch landed. That one will count. Another scoring shot there. And now going for the finish. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination.
And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been.
Oh, Larry Holmes just got dazed. He had his moment, but has it gone by?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Where was the deep? So much for defensive abilities. Total dominate. So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
And there's the bell to start the round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last? A wise veteran move there to clinch.
Sometimes you got to go with the instincts. Hold on tight until your head clears, till you get your breath back, till the referee steps in.
It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
If you're standing in front of a dumper truck and you're trying to punch it back, push it back, the dumper truck is probably going to roll right over you.
Can they finish it? And they're down just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
That's lights out right there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out!
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.